Hi, today we're going to talk about social programming, but not only about social programming, we're going to talk about subconscious programming. So, what it is, how it works, how this is affecting our life in positive and negative way. We're going to talk about a couple of techniques, how we can change our programs. So, if you want to know more, stick in. My name is Rafal Burchard and this is Free Your Mind. I'm going to talk today about programming, social programming, but not only social programming at all. How humans are able to program brain, mind to live in this society. And there are positive things and negative things about being able to program our behaviors. When we want to talk about social programming, we need to talk about children development. And the most important thing is, and I believe that you heard that expression, that children are like little sponges. They absorb every single piece of information and they code the information in the brains. And this is quite important concept to understand, because whatever happens to a child up to more or less 7-year-old, it's being coded without any changes, without any critical thinking. Everything goes inside and stays there and is affecting that person throughout the life. So that's why it's so important to be with the child at the very beginning, because we're building foundation stones for the rest of the lives. Conscious critical faculty is protecting our subconscious mind and all informations that are stored inside. So protects our belief system. And not only, when any information comes in, conscious critical faculty is checking if that information is compatible with whatever is stored inside. If that information is not compatible, conscious critical faculty is rejecting that information. If it's compatible, the person is absorbing that information. That's why it's important for children to develop a very positive picture of themselves very early in their lives, because then whatever they think about themselves will be connected with whatever is stored. If, for example, a person thinks about themselves that they are lovable, so they're going to absorb additional informations around being lovable. So I'm successful, I can do it. If a person developed belief system, I'm not lovable, all informations that are going inside a person's mind throughout the life might be I cannot do it, I'm not competent. So we talk about what is conscious critical faculty. We talk about children that they absorb all the informations, and around about 7-year-old, the conscious critical faculty is taking charge of guarding whatever is stored in our subconscious mind. Now, we talk about that all the informations are going inside our brain, and our subconscious mind is recording actually everything. And it's quite important as well concept to understand, because whatever you read, whatever you watch, whatever conversation you have with whoever, whatever training you take, wherever you work, everything is being stored in your subconscious mind. And your belief system, the way you interact with people, everything rests on this. So to give an example of how the programming works, very likely you're going to behave in your relationship in a very similar way your parents were behaving in their relationship, or completely opposite. very likely you're going to interact with other people in the way you observed people were behaving to each other in the movies, or in books you read, or you witnessed in your social environment. So how to manage programs? Yes, it's very important to understand as well that all programs are just programs, and we actually can change anything and everything about ourselves if we want to. That if we want to change a person, we can do it by using appropriate techniques. So now we're getting to techniques, how we can change and how we can adopt whatever is happening with us, how to change those automatic responses, how to change those automatic thoughts. So we talk about a couple of concepts. We talk about concept that children will absorb all the informations up to the age of 7. After 7-year-old, they try to questioning why they need to do something. And it's quite obvious during the teenage age they question almost everything, and this is a very good thing, because that proves that they have a very strong conscious critical faculty, and they can actually think in critical way. Critical thinking is quite important. We talk about as well that all programming is just a program, and we actually can change and modify everything about us. We talk about that programming is positive and is making our life much easier, because everything around us is actually some form of a social game that we play. But as well, some programs are negative and might cause quite a lot of problems and fractions between people, especially in relationships. Quite a lot of programming might be very destructive, and we reacting to certain situations without even realizing that whatever we do is toxic. But once this is clear and we are able to identify certain behaviors, we have the power to change everything about our behavior. Now, how to do it? Actually, it's not very complicated. It's actually very easy, but needs time. It's more or less like changing how you look like. If you want to have a better physical appearance, you just need to go to the gym or just to exercise on a regular basis. And exactly the same with your mind and with your beliefs and with your ways of behavior. You just need to exercise it. And we have a couple of different ways of exercising your behavior. So we talk about conscious critical faculty, and conscious critical faculty will stop and block anything that comes in. Yes, so we need to have a hack. We need to be able to overcome the conscious critical faculty to change anything that is inside our heads. So first way of changing is repetition. Repetition is nothing more or less than just repeating the same information over and over again until sinks in. So repetition can be achieved in the form of mantra, might be achieved in the form of positive affirmations. Yes. So it's just repeating the same information over and over again. When we use this technique, we must be quite aware that our conscious critical faculty will stop the information and will send information back that it's not really true. So that's why the difficulty with this technique is that we will be there is a possibility of being hijacked by our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind will do everything to stop us doing this affirmations, for example. So this is the first way, affirmations and repetition. The second way is using hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy can put our conscious critical faculty to sleep, and because of this we have direct access to our subconscious mind, and skillful therapists can actually change programming or change the past. And using hypnotherapeutic techniques or self-hypnosis, you can achieve quite a lot. And this is as well connected with repetition, because when we go into a hypnotherapeutic trance, we can repeat the same information over and over again until it sinks in, and we can achieve a very positive and long-lasting success. The next technique to change subconscious mind is to learn. Take a book and start reading it. Of course, it's very similar to repetition, because if you want to learn something, you need to repeat this a couple of times. So it's very like mantra and very like affirmation. So whenever you read something and you're so absorbed with the book that you can't really see anything around you, or whenever you watch a movie and you are so engaged with the movie that you can't really see anything around you, you are in hypnotic trance. So studying, learning is connecting those two techniques. It's connecting the repetition and it's connecting as well hypnotherapy. So this is the third technique, and it's just studying. The next technique is connected with the emotions. Whenever we are in emotional state, it might be love, it might be passion, it might be anger, it might be deep sadness, our subconscious mind is opening up, and our conscious critical faculty is standing by. It's not interrupting with any information that is going inside. So that's why sometimes change, especially when we're trying to control our habits like smoking, drinking or whatever, can be achieved by a very intense situation. We talk about 4 different techniques that can be used to achieve change. One is connected with the affirmations, the second one with the hypnotherapy, with the hypnotherapist or self-hypnosis. Third one is connected with learning and studying, and the fourth one connected with emotions. So how to put a stop to our automatic response? First of all, we need to physically bite our tongue and not to talk and not to do things that we would like to do, because whatever comes to your mind and whatever action comes to your mind is very likely supported by your automatic response. So in the moment when you stop and think, you are interrupting the automatic response. So you need to put yourself into this moment, this present moment, and start using your critical thinking. You need to start using your brain, actually your brain, without automatic response. You need to start using your brain and think logically if you want to use this word, this sentence, this behavior in this current situation. So this is very connected with the mindfulness and being in now, present moment. Yes, because if you are in present moment, if you are in the present moment, you cannot really react to this moment, because the reactions, the programming is coming from the past. So if we are in this present moment right now, we will put a stop to automatic responses and and automatic behavior. So, just to rephrase everything, if you want to put a stop to automatic responses, automatic thoughts, just put yourself in the present moment. The easiest way to put you in the present moment is by being aware of your body. So, try to be feeling your body, how you're standing, whatever you feel, the temperature, the breath going in and out from your lungs. It's just being aware of you in this moment. If you are aware of you in this moment, well, you cannot be really in the past, can you? So you cannot really respond in a programmed way if you are in the present moment. Have you ever had that kind of feeling that the time is flying a little bit differently right now and when you were a child? Personally, when I was a child, the day was just dragging forever. It was just like 1 hour, it was like a week, and 1 week was like a month, and I couldn't wait to be an adult finally. And right now, the time is just flying so quickly. And this as well is connected with social programming and with programming altogether. So how it works, yeah? In the past, being a child, we had no programs, and whatever we did, we had to learn. Most of the things that were happening to us being a child was something new that we had to discover, we had to learn about, and every social interaction was something like a new experience for us. So most of the time we were actually interacting and using our conscious mind to do actually everything, yes? So that's why the time was dragging forever, because we had to interact and we had to engage with every single moment, with every single interaction or behavior. So over the time we learn new skills and we programming our brain to do stuff in automatic way. So less and less as the time goes by, less and less we need to interact with our conscious mind with whatever we do. And because of this, the time is flying quicker for us. So example, average person wakes up at 6:30 in the morning. He's putting the kettle on for coffee, going to bathroom, getting changed, getting prepared to go to work, yes. Then we jumping into the car and it's the same traffic, the same queue, we have our favorite radio station. Then we go to work and we more or less know what we're going to do during the day. And we do it because we know our work, yes, we do it every day unless you've changed your work, yes. Then we're heading back home, exactly the same traffic and exactly the same. We might have to go for shopping, but we did the shopping many times as well. Then we're going back home, glass maybe of wine or bottle of beer, favorite movie in bed. And actually 95% of that time we were engaged in running programs. We were not living our life throughout this time. We were just playing our programs about 95% of time. Our conscious mind is being engaged whenever we interact with something new that our subconscious mind doesn't have an answer to. If we, for example, walking along the path, as right now, and someone would jump out from nowhere and behave in a very strange way that we never experienced before, our subconscious mind would switch off and we would have access to our critical thinking, and we would have to decide what we're going to do without using our automatic responses, because there is no answer in our subconscious mind. Next time I'm going to talk about intuition, what intuition is, how it works, and how to make the best use of our intuition. So if you want to attend this session, just make sure you subscribe below to get notification, and if you like this video, please put appropriate like at the bottom of this video. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please put them below as well, so I can address them. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you next time. My name is Rafal Burchard, and this is Free Your Mind.